are not the guy.
Maybe he's still out there.
Since when do vegans eat fried chicken?
Each week we break down another Breaking Bad episode, in order, and this week it's Season 4, Episode 5.
Shotgun.
I've got 21 details you might not know.
Tell me you understand, Saul.
We start in the middle of a thrilling car scene.
I want you to give her every last dollar. Do you hear me? I don't care if you have to stuff it in a trash bag.
These close-up shots remind me of the RV shots in Better Call Saul. They use the same 3 to 4 blocks over and over, so we see this blue building 9 separate times throughout this sequence. And we even clearly see this 1512 sign pass by twice.
Hi, you've reached the White family. Please leave a message.
I just wanted to say that I was thinking about you and the kids. I love you.
That felt like a flash forward, but after the title sequence, we're right back to it. It then becomes clear that Walt's planning to confront Gus about Jesse's disappearance. This must be a real sign from the Twister's restaurant because Los Pollos Hermanos doesn't have this on their menu. This is also a real Twister's sign, and they just slapped a new logo on it. It's unfortunate because although this was filmed in 2010, this episode still takes place in 2009. It's easy to root for Walt here as he risks his life to save Jesse and makes sure Skyler is taken care of.
Would you like to try our breakfast chicken chalupa combo meal?
Gustavo Fring, your boss now. Please.
Mr. Fring isn't here right
His
now.
car is parked out front. He's here.
Although Cynthia doesn't deserve that attitude.
I'll wait.
Walter, what exactly are you doing?
Where's Jesse?
Jesse with me. He's fine.
What, do you expect me to just believe that?
I'm crossing my heart, Walter.
Where is he?
Hold on. Yo.
Jesse,
Yeah, what's up?
where are you?
With Mike.
I know you're with Mike. Are you all right?
We're driving
Driving where?
north.
Why is he driving you? Where is he going?
Beats me.
I don't. Put Mike back on.
Hello again.
Mike's clock says 12:59, although in the next scene it'll say 7:20, which fits the story better.
Jesse's with me today. So what you need to do is to go back to your lab and get on with the cook. Goodbye, Walter.
Mike.
Sir,
And Gus's clock says 10:41.
as I said, sir, Mr. Fring is not here.
Are you figure on just leaving me in some ditch?
What do you care?
Don't. I'll tell you now, you better shoot straight. Old man, I'll slice off your other ear before this is over.
This cable was used to rotate the windmill, and there's a camera and its operator in the corner. That shovel looks ominous, but it turns out Jesse has nothing to worry about. It also sets up a plot point for the next episode.
You coming? We gotta do this 6 more times today with a lot of miles in between. I'd like to finish before dark.
This freaking guy. It's like Scarface had sex with Mr. Rogers.
Besides being a funny line, it's similar to how Vince described Walt when originally pitching the show.
We're going to take Mr. Chips and we're going to turn him into Scarface.
What other characters can we create with these formulas?
What if this is like math or algebra?
I've got some math for you.
I'd love to hear your ideas. Vince loved the idea that as a fun run donor, Gus probably paid for Hank's shirt.
Only 2 people I know connected with the blue stuff. The beanie wearing jizz stain by the name of Brandon Mayhew. Definitely not a player. And the other one is Jesse Pinkman. He and I have a history.
Yeah. You see Pinkman as a shooter?
That would surprise me.
We have a composite of a person of interest.
This was made with Identikit software, just like real police sketches. The show was going to send the company a photo of Victor, but they said no, just give a description of what he looks like. They ended up with a pretty good sketch.
Look, I appreciate what you're doing, really. Finding this guy, Heisenberg, dead like this, kind of feels like closure to me. I'm done.
This is part of the historic Santa Fe railway shops that have been used in lots of movies and TV shows, like Avengers, Transformers, and Terminator Salvation. Vince doesn't like to use recognizable places like this, but they ended up using it in the Season 5A poster and DVD cover.
You don't need to do that.
This is why I'm out here, right? To be like your backup. That means I need like a gun.
Nope.
I mean, isn't that like completely idiotic for me to be out here without a gun? I can smoke, right?
Not a chance.
Getting out to pee was Aaron's idea. They had to hold each pose during the time lapse for about a minute.
Oh, jeez.
This is the second and final time Aaron sings fallacies while bored during a musical montage.
It's finally hitting me what the plan is here. It's to bore me to death. Look, don't you think it'd be good if there was some back and forth communication here? You got me riding shotgun to every dark anal recess of this state. Be nice if you clued me in a little. If I'm the guy, then you should just tell me what the hell's up.
You are not the guy. You're not capable of being the guy. I had a guy, but now I don't. You are not the guy.
So who is the guy? I'm sure at the time it was meant to be Victor, especially since Mike was just thinking about him in the preceding episode. But one could now argue that it's a certain someone from Better Call Saul.
And what the hell am I doing here?
I don't know. It's not my call. I just do what I'm told. And now you're gonna do what you're told.
They're supposed to be driving all over the state, but in real life, this location is just behind the Schrader's house. We get the same song from earlier, this time with cool shots highlighting Walt's struggles with doing the cook by himself.
We're having second thoughts?
Every hour of every day.
Your expectations are realistic. You have a good, solid business plan. I'm feeling very confident.
He's a notary/mortgage broker, so does he really know it's a solid business plan?
Thank you very much, Alan.
Maybe it's just me, but I find it funny that this character has a name and that he has so many lines.
Bring the car over first thing next week for a wash and wax.
Oh, well, we'll be looking for you.
I'll be there.
Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I think Rutherford's available if we want a Breaking Bad sequel.
This is a big step, Walt. If we don't do this right,
We'll be fine.
we will?
They put a ticking clock sound in the background, which we don't normally hear. They start doing this more and more, though, perhaps to signal time running out for Walt.
If we're gonna do this, there has to be complete honesty.
I'm all for that.
How about a drink to celebrate?
Nothing too expensive.
Right. Oh,
It's me. I just wanted to say that I was thinking about you and the kids, and I love you.
This is the third and final time we see that happening in the series.
Mom.
We're back here. We'll be out in a minute.
Good thing he didn't have to use the bathroom.
He's definitely gonna ask about our living situation now. Maybe you should move back in.
I have to get back to work.
This shot was originally further back, but the censors decided it was too much. They let Bryan try to drive the forklift properly without training and let him struggle. The forklift arms are tilted to prevent the barrel from rolling off, but now they're level. That barrel looks empty to me.
Hey!
There's a microphone.
This is a two-man job. I can't do it alone. Nothing else happens until I get my partner back. Jesse? Where's Jesse? Jesse operates the forklift, not me.
I guess that means Gale also operated the forklift? Or maybe Victor?
Are you listening to me?
Where do you want it?
This is once again at the railway shops from earlier due to time and budget constraints. It's early for it to be this dark, even for the time of year they filmed, so perhaps 5:05 p.m. is meant to make us think of SOS. And here's Fallacies one last time, although not during a montage.
Fallacies. Fallacies.
The stunt driver for this is disguised as the seat. The back of the car doesn't match the damage they show later. This scene was redone months later and was the last thing they filmed in season 4.
I'm gonna need to be picked up.
That's because the original was filmed at the site of the crash immediately after, but they realized it wouldn't make sense that the bad guys would have disappeared.
Cancel that.
This dude was coming right at me with a shotgun.
I saw. Go ahead, kid. Smoke up.
Want me to pour you some juice?
I'll take a coffee.
Go grab a mug.
Mom said you're moving back in this Tuesday.
How about that?
Jesse! Jesse!
What are you doing?
Breaking ice.
What are you doing here?
Mike dropped me off.
What happened yesterday? Where were you?
I was out with Mike helping make pickups. Mike made the pickups and I guarded him.
Guarded Mike? What is this, some kind of a joke?
I took care of business, just like I'm taking care of business right now. You want to stand there dicking around or you want to suit up and get to work?
Jesse doesn't know and therefore doesn't appreciate that Walt risked his life to try to save him.
It all went like you thought it would.
I will, of course, reimburse you for the damage to your vehicles.
Just like you wanted. The kid's a hero.
Look how their big wedding portrait is just Marie, and her dress has some purple in it.
Well, there's another bottle in the kitchen. Just help yourself.
Several things in this episode drove Walt to drink so much here.
I love you.
Walt worrying about Skyler figuring out the true meaning of that message.
Mom said you're moving back in Tuesday.
Skyler calling the shots on their relationship, the Beneke mug,
Get in gear, yo, if you want to do this.
and Jesse's punk attitude after all Walt went through. The wine wrapper is now nice and neat.
Hey, Nick the Greek, you gonna share that bottle or what?
Yeah, sorry.
Nick the Greek, he's a famous big-time car player.
Hank, that's not funny.
I don't see how it's bad. Dad's raking in the buku bucks now.
You know, I just think maybe we could change the subject.
What about that case you were looking at? With that crazy singing guy?
I'm off that. I gave my assessment APD and I'm done.
Who was he?
He was a meth cook.
He was a meth chef. He was a genius, plain and simple. I mean, how many actual geniuses are there?
Hank, not to tell you your business, but I'm not sure I agree.
Genius?
Not so much. To my eye, all this brilliance looks like nothing more than just simple rote copying.
Is this Walt's biggest mistake?
Probably of someone else's work.
Shut up! Shut up!
This genius of yours. Maybe he's still out there.
Does Walt want to get caught? No, his ego just can't take someone else getting the credit for his genius. And he's done this before when his ego got bruised by Hank.
A handful of nothing. Hank!
Oh, hey, babe. Sorry about the mess.
No, don't be. You want me to make some coffee?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Look at that. Hank's back on a case and all of a sudden he's nice to Marie again.
Since when do vegans eat fried chicken?
The jur in that part number must be a reference to Germany. Also, I completely missed the Germany connection from the Major Tom song last week. Thanks for pointing it out. And thanks to Tom I, the SFM guy, for ranking the credits themes in the comments. Where will this one rank? Shout out to my channel members. Say hi to the new ones. Alex Scott 20, Slimy Pickaxe, Mr. Ramapage, Beppy, and Fazedu. Say hi to our members who recently joined, like JT and Matt Grant. Our 1-month members like Orion Kettle, Nosy, and Rock Gremlin. Our 2 to 5-month members like Lori Holland, Property of Bacon, and J-Quiz. And our 6-month members, next week we say farewell to Bogdan. I'll see you then.